MISUMI stops, manufacturing stops, a company from the land of rising sun. They are in India for the last 1 decade, and they are making a big difference in the Indian manufacturing for Make in India. So MISUMI today is a global leader when it comes to standard components, and you have wide range of products, right? And you lead MISUMI in India.
Yeah.
So can you just give us a journey of MISUMI globally and in India?
Okay. So at first, I'd like to explain the MISUMI's history. So MISUMI established was to 1963, around 60 years ago. We provide the FA product, die and mold, and tool and MR product. So our customer is automotive, electronics, and semiconductor. So we provide not only the product, but also we provide time value for the customer. So now that we have a factory in 22, and distribution is 19, and sales office is 66 in the global. We provide the QCT model. Now MISUMI's QCT model is Q is a high quality, cost is a low cost, and T is a time value, so reliable and short lead time to the customer. This is a MISUMI's Q model.
First of all, I would like to congratulate you for reaching the 60-year anniversary.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
We are at a right time. 2023 is going to end, and I never knew this 60 years you are completing. So congratulations to you on that. So it was when MISUMI India started.
Okay, so MISUMI India established 2009, maybe 15 years ago. So in India, we have 30,000 customers. Currently, our employee is around 170, and we have two warehouses in north and south, one factory in here the north.
Okay, so you already have a manufacturing facility here.
Yes, and also we have a sales office in nationwide.
So from 2009 till now, so we are talking about around 14 years?
Yes.
So you were able to have 30,000 customers in these 14 years, or they were using MISUMI earlier?
Yes, basically before established MISUMI India, MISUMI Thailand export to the India. There are some of the limited customer, but after the established the MISUMI India, we expand the customer. Basically, our first business is press and mold, basically automotive customer. Then we expand the FA business. So currently we expand the number of the customer like this, but we want to expand more.
See, I used to visit exhibitions.
Oh, thank you very much.
I have seen MISUMI's stand, and what made me interested to look at your stall was the directories. You have a couple of your I must say the product directory. It's so huge.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. This is one of the catalog. If you can see our website, you can select the many variety products.
So that itself, I am telling you, that's what I believe, that where MISUMI stops, manufacturing stops.
Yes.
I think you cater to complete industry.
Yeah.
So can you explain why this much product categories?
Oh, okay, understand. Basically, this is global product. In the beginning, in Japan, we contact the customer what they required. After the required, we expand the product by the customer to satisfy the customer. And currently, we have some of the standard item, and if customer requests some of the more requirement, we adjust the customer.
So one thing I have seen, as you told, that your time, our priority.
Yes.
And when it comes to die and mold, we talk about automation. Today, timely delivery is very important. As your tagline shows, how you are able to keep up your promise of being faster delivery to your customer.
So this is not only the delivery, from the customer's order timing, we promise to the customer. So for example, the customer selects our product by our EC site. It is easy to select their requirement products. I think that this is before using our EC site, customer selecting the products like a paper or the 2D or 3D CAD. But if our customer use the EC site, I think their processing time is very short. And for the next manufacturing, we have a big plant in Vietnam and Japan. There are some of the blank, not finished products. So maybe 80% proceeding. Later in India, finalizing short lead time. And we have a many stock in the warehouse, and we have a collaboration with each distribution company. We have a promise to the customer short-term and reliable delivery time.
Miroshima-san, you are having very much concerned about your customer.
Yeah.
You just not sell the product, but you also go deep inside your customer's business and see that how you can, MISUMI can help your customer.
Yeah.
I think you may also have a lot of competition in the market.
Yeah.
How do you see MISUMI different from the competition?
So as I said, MISUMI's unique model is a QCT model. QCT model is two parts. One part is for the front-end side QCT model. Q is we provide the reliable information of the product. And cost is processing cost reduced, as I explained, the customer use EC site or something. And the time is reliable and short lead time. It is from the front-end side. And back-end side is QCT model. Is a high quality product by improving the production side and cost. We are every time improve the Japanese says kaizen to reduce the cost, and the time is processing time is manufacturing delivery time is reduced. So we provide the QCT model to the customer. It's a MISUMI's unique model.
So you are telling that that is something gives you an advantage over your competitors. Yeah. And also, what about the product range? What you have? Does any of your competitor do have same kind of range?
Yeah, I think our competitor are focusing on each category, but MISUMI have a variety of the category. We can deliver the one-stop service all a variety products.
India
yeah.
is a very price-sensitive market.
Yes.
And Japanese,
yes,
there is no compromise on quality.
Yeah.
And quality is not going to come cheap.
Yes.
It is going to be. Yeah. You know, it is worth.
Yeah.
So MISUMI being a Japanese company, yeah, India being a very cost sensitive market, yeah, what is your strategy?
So as it says, currently the product life cycle is very shortened. So on the before the product life cycle is too long. So we have to provide a high quality product because, for example, if I am a young TV over the 10 years. Currently, the mobile phone, I think that you change the 2 or 3 years. Life cycle is very short. So in this case, we provide the high quality to keep the long time maintenance. But currently, the life cycle is very short. Some of the customer does not request the high quality. So just the minimum the quality is the customer is okay to use and the cheapest price. So in current situation, we provide the economy series is high quality and low prices in the global MISUMI.
One more thing, what we have seen is many Japanese companies are now trying to strengthen their local manufacturing, yeah, so that they can also get the advantage of the logistics, maybe local sourcing. Yeah. So what is your plan for Make in India, making India as a manufacturing hub?
So we have one factory in here, but to boost our business in the India, we have to collaborate with Indian supplier also. And we have to not only the factory, we have the warehouse and sales side also. We have to collaborate with our customers.
So you were also talking about expanding in India. Yeah. And you also told that you have 2 warehouses. Yeah. One in Gurgaon and recently you did one in Bangalore. Yes. So what are the investment plans, if you can see MISUMI India is planning maybe in the next 2-3 years? Yes. I cannot say the company's strategic plan details, but our plan is that we provide the MISUMI India's QCT model to the nationwide. So to satisfy the customer, we need some of the more warehouse, sales sites, and so some of the manufacturing needed in India. And one thing what I see a way of reaching out to customers, for MISUMI, I think you very focus on the e-commerce platform,
Yes.
the digital platform, and I still believe India is yet to reach
Yeah.
the ecosystem,
Yeah.
yet to reach to that level. But still, I think a lot of your business happens through the e-commerce.
Yeah.
So how do you think that these digital platforms can help Indian manufacturing? And what is your message to the purchase manager, the people, the vendors, who source products to
Yeah.
use the digital channels, and how they can use MISUMI's e-cart?
Okay, so I come to the India half years ago. So I am very surprised to the customers' digitalization. So I was working in Japan. Some of the customers use the paper cutter, but in India they don't use the paper cutter. They use the EC site or something. And the EDI system are very speed or rapid expanding. So I think that, we want to connect with customer database and connect with our supplier. They connect to the all data with back-end side and front-end side.
And I'm very happy that you see India progressing very fast.
Yeah.
If we see MISUMI India as an organization, what is the current number of employees, your turnover? If you can just let us know the strength of MISUMI in India.
Okay. So FY22 last 2 years our turnover is 2.5 billion Indian rupee. And our employee is this year 170. But to expand the business, we will hire more staff in nationwide. And in my understanding, India's GDP basically 68% per year, and focusing on the manufacturing maybe over 10%. We want the business over the average.
I see you have a wide range of products.
Yeah.
But when you see the current market share of MISUMI, and there is a very big competition in the market.
Yes.
So how you see, what is your plan to go to the market?
Okay. So I think that it is very difficult to say how many share in India because there are some of the category we have many competitors in each category. So I think MISUMI's share is low in India. So it means we have a big space for the improvements that get the share.
How many years you are in India?
I stay in India just only half a year. Before coming to India, I worked in the Thailand MD around 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
Because why I am asking you this question is that, I had a Japanese customer whom I used to work earlier, and they are into the logistics industry, and they used to do warehouse automation.
Yeah.
One of the major challenge they faced in India, definitely it is a very price conscious market.
Yes.
So when we used to talk about automation,
Yeah.
people used to compare it with the labor cost. And that ROI, we don't get the ROI. But after the pandemic, we are seeing a major shift in the automation business. Even after the pandemic, there is a very shortage of skill set in India. And as I told you, time is money. Somewhere I am taking something away from this meeting is that, MISUMI's tagline. Your time, our priority. So India is understanding that if the Indian manufacturers needs to deliver on time, they need to capture the automation, and that is happening right now. Is this not a great opportunity for MISUMI?
Yes, there's a big opportunity for us. So when I visit the Indian customer, their request first is the time. They don't request the cost. Second is the cost. Because they are very busy, they request to MISUMI, please delivery on time and shorten, because many projects is handling, they are handling. So they need to shorten that quick develop some of the machine to meet the customer demand.
So do you have any plans to launch any specific product line for India?
So basically we use general in the global product is first step. Second step, if the Indian market is a unique request, we develop the Indian model products. But currently just only the global.
Okay. Now you are having big plans for Indian market. What are the major challenges you are facing now to execute those projects in India?
Okay. So this is we want to expand the business to nationwide, because I visited the customer. Some of the customer does not know the MISUMI. Mainly the Japanese customer and long-term working manufacturing customer know MISUMI, but there are so many startup customer. They don't know the MISUMI. We want to expand the whole range of the customer.
But I must tell you that I am working with manufacturing industry for last 27 years, and MISUMI is a very known name for me.
Oh, thank you very much. Maybe
Because I see MISUMI in many places, be it
Yeah.
exhibitions or be it in some of the customers, when we
Yeah.
go and talk, be it in the molding, die mold or factory automation, I listen to people talking about, how reliable and how faster you are able to deliver certain components for them.
yeah,
And I believe you have millions of products in your catalog, right?
Yes.
So that I believe is a great advantage which comes to your way. Now, Japanese, I have high admiration because I see most of the time, because of the natural calamities,
yeah,
you people are all prepared.
yeah.
Any trouble, any challenge, you know how to overcome.
Ah, yes.
But we are blessed with nature. We have everything Indians.
Yeah.
So when I ask you the major difference between Japan and India taking challenges,
Oh, yes.
what is your views on that?
Oh, okay. So basically, our model QC team model is a global model, but in India, I said the customer requirements, the time is very important now. So the first challenge is the total processing time reduce. We want to update the EC site, how to use the EC site is customer does not get at our EC site. We change some of the interface of the EC site to easily select the product. And the sales side also, we explain how to MISUMI's products and the customer easy to understand the MISUMI's products, the specific function or something. And for the operation side also, there are some of the inquiry from the customer. Sometimes we cannot answer on time. It take 1 day or 2 days, please wait or something. But we educate our staff to respond to the short TAT. Short TAT means lead time. And for the logistics side also, we deliver to customer on time. So we expand the warehouse nationwide or something.
See, I had a talk with this Japanese company.
Yeah.
So they started localizing their supply chain here.
Yeah, I see.
So they acquired an Indian company. Now
Yeah.
they are having a factory here.
I understand.
But even the challenge what they are having is the local supply chain for their
Yeah, I
products.
understand.
So these kind of challenges are there.
Yeah, so because very difficult to MISUMI's models manufacturing in India, because as I said, there are so many wide range. If we set up by ourselves everything, it take a long time. So in this case, we are focusing on some of the specific item in India, and I think the India's manufacturing skill will be improved. So we want to collaborate with the Indian supplier. I think it is a very good way or something.
I heard some stories somewhere I go and meet people, where people tell the education system of Japan is so strong.
Ah, yes.
Huh?
Yes.
A 4th standard student in the pre-KG
Yeah.
or the lower primary level,
Yeah.
they are well informed about what they are doing.
Yeah.
But in India, we lack these
Yeah.
kind of things, and that is also one of the biggest challenge. We are the biggest democracy in the world, but still we lack the skilled manpower.
Yeah.
That is why people are going to automation. So the kind of learning what Japan brings in
Yeah.
from the manufacturing,
Yes.
do you think that you will be able to collaborate with some education institute, support them in bringing those knowledge here?
Yes, so we have already collaborated with some university. We explain how to use our catalog and how to select the product. And our technical support to the students. And sometimes we provide our product sample or something.
See, when I seen in Europe,
Yeah.
most of the research,
Yeah.
they engage the academy very well.
Yeah.
The research for the organization companies are happening in some university, but in
Yeah.
India, but it is picking up.
Yeah.
Government is also, giving more importance in research, and academies they are
Yeah.
coming together. How this research happens in Japan? Is the colleges, the academies have a role?
I think so. In Japan case, after graduates, they learn the academic or some of the how to make the machine or something. So but later, Japanese company, set some of the education school for the students. Some of the students learn in Japan, and currently we Japanese company established a school in Asia. I think in India, Japanese company opened the school for the university students.
In here.
In here.
Yeah,
Asia.
yeah. So another thing I would like to ask you is that you basically now leads MISUMI in India.
Yeah.
What is your vision for not just MISUMI India? What is your vision for Make in India? How do you think that Indian manufacturers should progress?
Yeah.
And what can be a way for that?
Okay. So I think the current India's market demand is very high, and some of the economic and some of the reason it is very difficult. Sometimes the supply chain is shut down. So in my understanding, India's manufacturing developed by all India's supplier. I think it takes about 10 years. In China's case, their manufacturing beginning maybe 2000, beginning of the 2000. Currently, the big market and they have a number of factories in global. I think India also developed same as maybe over the China.
So that is what we envisions, but I believe China did a very great job,
Yeah.
wonderful job in establishing a great manufacturing
Yeah.
setup there. You were also heading for almost 6 years the MISUMI Thailand.
Yeah.
How different is the manufacturing scenario in Thailand and India?
I think the business model is different. So Thailand, it does not have a domestic demand. Domestic are also they have, but small. Their business is export business. Export to the US, export to the Japan. But in India, its demand is domestics. It's very different points. I think that if the domestic demand is high, maybe the manufacturing skill will be high by India self.
So I think the first target for MISUMI India is to ensure that we cater to the Indian market,
Yes.
and then also we take this as a export oriented. If you are able to bring
Yeah.
some of the manufacturing capabilities here,
Yeah.
maybe. But I think India itself is having a huge
Yeah.
potential for MISUMI to make in India.
Yeah. I think Indian's point of view, Japanese product is high quality, high price. So I think so that I don't say that MISUMI is a Japanese company. I say MISUMI is a global company, and we want to match with customer demand, customer requirement in India. We have to meet with India's market. We don't sell the Japanese product. We want to sell the Indian customers' requirement products.
See, I also believe that the Indian customers' thought process is changing.
Yeah.
They are understanding your tagline, that is time is very important.
Yeah.
Today Indians are getting now China plus one policy,
Yeah.
and the manpower problem. So there are a lot of investment. People are ready to invest now in India.
Yeah.
People are ready to pay a price.
Yeah.
And today what they are looking at is consistent delivery.
Yeah.
And consistent delivery can only happen through great automation.
Yeah.
And I believe that is where, be it Japanese technology, be it European technology, Indians are ready to invest today.
Yeah.
I think that is a great news for MISUMI.
Yeah. Thank you very much. We want to support the India business.
So my question was, there is a cultural difference
Yeah.
between India and Japan.
Yeah.
Japan is a world leader in manufacturing, and India is growing towards that.
Yeah.
There are a lot of interest for global companies, and we are seeing that India is growing in manufacturing. What are those learnings we can take from Japan? For example, Japan given the world quality management system, Toyota, isn't it? So something on that way. As a you born in Japan, right?
Japan,
So
yes, yes.
You had a culture, the kind system. We in India, everyone is an entrepreneur. So something like that, the learning from Japan, which can help we Indians. If you can share some of your thoughts.
So maybe Japan is organized. The processing is one of the strong points. They don't focus on each part. They are every time check confirm the total. total lead time is shortened or something, total cost is down. Sometimes the country is just only each part, but confirms the total of the processing. Sometimes it's not connecting. So I think the total process is an important point.
So you are telling that we basically sometimes think very individually,
Yes.
but we need to think on a very societal way.
Yeah.
Our vision should be on the macro level, but not just on the micro level.
Yeah.
It was a very insightful discussion I had with you. Thank you very much
Thank you very much.
for giving your time. And one thing what you told, one of the challenge you are facing right now is that you want more people to know what MISUMI's values are,
Yeah.
what MISUMI stands for.
Yeah.
That is for your time. Time is money.
Yeah.
And I believe a lot of awareness you can also create for us. And this awareness is going to take MISUMI as well as Indian manufacturing a long time. I believe this is a start. Thank you for sharing your wonderful time with Machine Maker. All the very best.
Thank you very much. I believe that we can support Make in India. Thank you.